Hello everybody! We've got a short message for you today. And Miri's not on camera because she's in the middle of a class. But the short message goes as follows. This week is a double parsha, double whammy. We've got Acharei Mot and we've got Kedoshim as well. And I had a lovely idea from Rabbi Tugendhaft, who said that in this week's parsha we read about the service of Yom Kippur. At the time when we had the Mishkan, at the time when we had the Holy Temple, the Beit HaMikdash, Yom Kippur did not look like it looks now. It was a completely different experience, and the high priest, the Kohen Gadol, would have a whole routine that he would have to get through during that day. And part of that routine was that he would have to go by himself into the Holy of Holies.
What room is it?
What's the Holy of Holies in Hebrew?
Kodesh HaKadoshim.
The Kodesh HaKadoshim. Inside the Kodesh HaKadoshim, the Holy of Holies, there was, what was inside?
Aron HaKodesh.
Aron HaKodesh, the golden ark. So he would go in, he would be all alone in the room, and he had a particular routine that he had to do in there. It was such a important moment, in fact, that he had to have rope tied to his body, because if, God forbid, anything went wrong, no one would be allowed inside. He was the only one allowed in that space on that day, on Yom Kippur. Very different day. It would finish much earlier than Shul does now on Yom Kippur, and they'd be allowed to eat before the end of the day. But there we go. We want the temple back. So anyway,
just for that reason, right?
Just for that reason, just so that Rabbi Nick can eat. So back to the high priest in the Holy of Holies. He was on his own, and he had to do this routine, and nobody else was allowed inside. And there's a fascinating reason as to why nobody else was allowed inside, and that reason is because when you are being watched, so people have a tendency to behave in different ways when they are being watched. For example, if you know right now, Donielle, that thousands of people are watching you on camera, you wouldn't be playing with Daddy's hands. No, so when we're being watched, then we up our ante. We improve the way we're doing things. We try and behave in a completely different way than we sometimes behave when no one else is watching. Right? So one of the reasons why nobody was allowed in with the high priest was because he had to do the ceremony, he had to do the ritual, and not get influenced by people watching him, not put on a show. It had to be real, it had to be authentic, it had to be a one-on-one connection between Aaron, the Kohen, or any other Kohen Gadol, and Hashem. And the parallel that this has for our lives at the moment is that nobody's watching what we're doing at home, which means that we are being given an amazing opportunity to do things because we want to do things how we want to prioritize the things that we find important, and not just to do things because it's a tick in a box, not just to do things because that's what my friends do, not just to do things because that's what my parents do, my grandparents do, not just to do things because the rabbi might be watching, right? We're doing things now because we actually want to do them. And so that was quite an amazing thought that we wanted to share with you. The fact that the things that we do now are all l'shem shamayim. They're all for the sake of heaven. They're not just because we have to, or because we're afraid of what people might think of us. We are being real, we are being authentic, and we are, in that way, doing things in a vastly different and much more special way than we might have been doing things before. So on behalf of all of us, those on camera and those not on camera, we wish you all the most magnificent and wonderful Shabbat together, as a community, as families, however we're marking Shabbat, however we're celebrating Shabbat. This week, we have actually remembered to look up the candle lighting times. How good is that? So this week, candles should be lit by 8:09, and Shabbat goes out at 9:19. Tune in at 6:30 on the Chiltern Avenue Minyan Zoom channel to join the rest of Bushi for Kabbalat Shabbat. And there's loads of stuff coming up this week. Miri's here! That's one amazing thing, Miri's here. But on top of that, we want to remind you all about the gratitude videos, which we'd love for you to send in. Keep sending in the gratitude videos, what you're thankful for. And also, with great thanks to Juliet Solomon, we have also got a new initiative being launched called Thought of the Day. members have been recording 2 to 4 minute videos of their reflections and their thoughts, how they've been impacted by COVID-19 and the impact and the toll that it has taken. And not sure we can edit that one out. So look out for the Thought for the Day initiative. Also look out for the Cheder Power Hour, which is starting this Sunday, featuring such amazing people like Shira and other people like me. So, and yeah, Danielle will probably also pop his face onto the camera.
Danielle, you're going to teach everyone.
So that's the Cheder Power Hour. That's 11 o'clock on Sunday morning. If you don't have the Zoom details, then please be in touch. And next Thursday on the Bushy Zoom channel, the Bushy Socialites group is proud to present Countdown for adults, not kids. You'll be in bed. Countdown quiz for adults. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't guarantee that we'll have Rachel Riley, but we can guarantee that we'll have Mark Jacobs, Robert Purcell, Martin Ellis, Colin Stodle, and Rob Asher. And they are, quite frankly, just as good, if not better. So we wish you all Shabbat Shalom, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.